You are watching a visual film.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome y'all to the most dangerous show on YouTube, Real Nigga Shit. As you know, I am your host, King, a.k.a. Mr. Steal Your Girl, a.k.a. Mr. Nice Watch, a.k.a. got more a.k.a.s in the black sorority, a.k.a. he will steal your girl for real, a.k.a. that's just my homeboy.
He's going for the record.
What?
Boy, got 92 aliases right there.
Oh no. AKA my hair longer than your best friends. AKA he just do it so well. AKA yeah, they watching me. You already know what it is. I got the panel with me. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey yo, I'm Mel West. Follow me at the 6, baby.
That's on all of them?
Oh, that's all. That's everyone. Like I'm Mel West. I'm just me. You know, follow me.
Okay.
I'm a model.
Go ahead, C West. Well, it's your boy Cornell West. Fly Guy C West, Instagram, Twitter, what else? Snapchat, something like that. Like Rude Boy, some shit like that. Holla at your boy.
Find them.
And that's all of them?
Hi, I'm Bree, aka Ling Ling, or Blasian if you want to. Y'all can catch me at Foreign482 on Instagram, Yum16 on Snapchat, aka Indica Lanes. Y'all come follow me.
Hi, I'm Reggie. How you doing? S. Jenkins 03 on IG. That's it. I ain't got no AKA. This nigga took all the AKAs.
No more Abu Bakr.
And that's exactly what they used to say. All right, so.
He took all the AKAs.
Damn it, man.
He took all the
Bars. We got a hell of a show for y'all today, as you can see. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I got a question for the fellas and the ladies.
What you got?
The question is, do men and women lose respect for someone that they gave it up to or that gave it up on the first date?
I have to say yes and no. First of all, a man, if you gave it to me on the first date and, you know, we vibing or whatever, and you smashed and it was horrible, you got to go. Like, you're done. It's over with. Like, there's no second chance. It's bye-bye. Like, I'm sorry.
Damn it, man.
Your name.
I have to say no because I've had the whole elongated, and we end up having sex, and this shit was amazing. Like, oh my God, like, and you know,
Thinking about it right now.
you know what I mean? But I really have to say, like, honestly, it's not over the fact of you as your person that I gave up on you, because you could have been an amazing person. You could have been, you know, articulate, and, you know, presenting a stamina even in the room. Like, but if you don't have what is making me satisfied, gotta go.
Damn, nigga.
You gotta go.
You
like,
first night and
so you
fail.
take your own risk when you give it up on the first night if she's gonna call you back. You know what I'm saying? You want to, oh, like, yeah, I did this, I did that, I bodied her. Oh, we in it, but
Well, goddamn.
if you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He was about all that hype and didn't even succeed.
Exactly, you didn't succeed, then now I'm not answering my phone. I got something to do, I'm busy.
Lock the nigga
Like,
on IG and everything.
You gotta go.
No, I might want him to see what he missed out on. You know what I'm saying?
I have to feel like for females, like, it literally, as a female, most men are going for that. You go out to a date, your expectations know that it's going to either be tried or it's going to be done.
On the first date?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't say
I don't know
no.
about that.
That's like the
don't know about
normal
that.
standard. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know about
absolutely.
that.
we got meeting on well, I don't know what the fuck. Plenty of fish.
No, I'm just saying, like, period, like,
it's expected, like, on the first date, like,
yeah,
that's
like,
normal?
I've never had a guy that literally was all the way chilled. I'm not trying it on a first date. If I have, he brings it up into a point where like I'm moving slow. I'm like, it's day 3, nigga. Like you're moving slow.
But that goes to the mentality of the men, because I feel like if you're going out and you're dating someone who's looking for something to move into as far as relationship wise and marriage wise, that's not his intentions. Now, if you get somebody that's trying to smash and dash, he's just trying to go through a list and get who he can get, that's a whole different ballgame.
I understand that, and I feel that, like
all of them, or even most of us. I think we go on dates just like y'all do to meet motherfuckers and see where shit go.
I understand where you guys say you meet motherfuckers, but as a female, like there's a pressure that comes, and if you don't give it up, like all of a sudden now you don't get a phone call back.
The men are applying the pressure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you do give it up, then they don't want to call you back, and you like, dude, I just fucked you, and you ghosted me?
Right, exactly. Now you ghosted me. So my thing is this, like you want to play it cool. You move to that point, but you move to that point over, you know, the way you feel. She might not have been feeling the same way. And now you haven't done what she thought you should do. You know what I'm saying? And if she feels like your sex wasn't the shit, then now you're in a situation. You know what I'm saying? And she's not fucking with you, or she's fucking with you and she's going crazy to the crazy point of we just fuck buddies.
We're on the way out now.
I'm fucking with you.
All right, I know y'all was listening to her, but the audio, we was ordering pizza, nigga.
So this is real nigga shit
we
first.
gotta get food. I'm sorry.
We was hungry before y'all came along and interrupted our little session we had going. So
because you was late.
You niggas was late to the show. So I understand what you're saying, but it's more so of for me personally, if I'm going out there, like I said, if I'm dating with a purpose, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to smash you on the first night. I may even stop you from making that next move because I really want to see what you're about, because I know me and I'm a person of a short attention span, and I'm really looking to see what pet peeves you have that's going to make me say, I don't want to fuck with you no more. So I'm more so watching for those signs versus looking for your sex language, because I can find your sex language out. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just the intentions of the person, honestly. Because, I'm married now, but nigga been on dates and shit, and I can literally schedule a date with the intention of this gonna be some pussy.
Oh yeah.
Or you can schedule a date with the intention of I'm trying to see what she about.
Yeah,
that too.
But you're scheduling a date of this is gonna be some pussy.
Hell yeah.
What if you didn't lay it down the way you thought that you lay it down, and now all of a sudden she's not talking to you?
Well, why do some girls scream, like, I don't know, I guess not scream, but like give off the vibe of, oh, this one I want to smash, and not, oh, this one I want to actually see what shit about?
It's all about, so I have a theory, and it's all about presentation. So to me, dating is like a job interview.
You said it there.
Shit, goddamn it.
Are we commercial breaking right now?
No, it's not yet, but the goddamn it is here.
We got plates?
So check this out.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a job interview, right? So when you go for a job, if you want to get a promotion, like you start out as an associate, you want to be a supervisor, you start presenting yourself like a supervisor. You want to be a manager, you start presenting yourself like a manager. Relationships are the same way.
And you can get demoted to the mail
Exactly.
room, nigga.
If we're dating and you want to be like, let's say we're just courting, so we're going out on dates. You want to be my girlfriend, start presenting yourself like a girlfriend.
Right.
If you want to be my wife, start presenting yourself like a wife.
How do you present yourself as a girlfriend?
See, everything is different.
We need to know.
So it's in your actions. So for example, start making that guy or that female a priority. So for example, hey baby, you had a long day at work. I see you worked a little extra. Have you ate yet? Oh, because I stopped and got food, and I just wanted to make sure you ate, so I had
Did you eat? Yeah.
You know, so that's step one. and he has to be showing you that you're a priority as well. So that's the first thing. The next thing is be that ear without being the drama. So
Hold on. Say that again.
Be that ear without being the drama.
Third time.
Okay, wait.
America.
You saying third
I
time?
totally
Like,
get
no,
it.
I understand that. Like, you saying that, but like every female's not drama. Like,
No.
Okay, but
our
if you're
drama
presenting
comes
these qualities and you're not getting the results that you want, like,
Then that just means he's not looking for the same things you are.
but what if he presented himself and did the whole dating thing and you showed you the intention that, like, you know, he's not looking just to smash, he wants something more serious, and he just kind of fades off? Like, has that ever it happened to anybody? Like, he just kind of fades away?
To me, on honesty, he just don't want that with you.
That's what I felt like. See?
And see, consistency is a thing that everyone in this generation is lack for. Go for it. I see you going for it. Go for it.
I am.
Go and go for it. I see you going for it.
Grub.
So, consistency is what lacks in these days and times. So a lot of people have short attention spans, and they have this idea of what a relationship is, and once they leave that happy spot, they're gone because it's not what they think it should be.
Right.
They don't want to work for it. They just get that one piece of happiness, and then when it starts to show something different, they bounce.
Yeah.
She finna fuck this food
She is
up.
about to die.
I just want y'all to know.
I just hope she don't knock nothing over.
Yeah, she gonna hold on.
Cause you got your fresh J's down there.
We gonna take a commercial break.
Cordell, go to hit it.
We'll be back in a minute after this commercial break, and after the latest sponsors gonna take care of whatever the fuck we talking about.
No,
We'll be back.
like
We'll
you
see you in a
can
minute.
totally.
This commercial break is sponsored by the
It
Oversight
was.
Committee.
Yeah, I ain't got a commercial. Voice,
Please
but yeah.
check out the new Oversight Committee album, Proof 2, coming
wanted
soon.
King to finish
nigga
while I
here.
was.
We've been waiting to do that.
With the lead single, first minute.
What we left off at? Oh, yeah.
All right, bitch, we back.
I was explaining some shit. All right, so peek game.
Yeah.
So,
Is there a clip in there?
we were on. Where was we?
Shit. We got some calories in us now.
Okay, so this is where we left off at. You asked a question about men and how to present yourself as a girlfriend. I went into the whole thing about making you a priority. From there, we went into. Let me see. Oh, be his ear, and not his drama. So when I said that to say this: if a man, it's hard for a man to trust anybody, right?
Yep.
So when he looks at you and finds you as a confidant, and he tells you things, those things are for your ears and your ears only.
Facts.
Keep your fucking mouth closed. Even if y'all argue, his business should not be out there in the streets, and he shouldn't be told his business that he told you by somebody else. So that's used for a man because that leads him to trust. If I can trust you to tell you, hey baby, you know what, man? I really, this job's getting on my motherfucking nerves. I really feel like quitting.
Yeah.
I want to go do something else. He may want your advice, but sometimes he may just want to vent. And he need that confidant. He need that shoulder he can lean on so he know he got that support. She turned these motherfucking wings up, y'all.
Hell yeah, she murdering them wings, nigga.
It's murder.
You know these cameras rolling. Hell
So,
yeah.
check this out, though.
She working them hoes.
Mr.
I'm
Jenkins.
telling you, she slurped the whole chicken off. I said, yeah. I know what that do.
But if you turn that camera around, B is murdering them wings back there too, nigga. But go ahead.
Mr. Jenkins.
What's that?
Has there been a time where you slept with somebody on the first night and you lost respect for it?
No. Well, I ain't gonna say I've never first nighted a motherfucker. Done
I
that.
have.
But I don't even see it as I'll never lose respect for somebody who chooses to do that. And that's just because of my views on first night motherfuckers. So and okay. My views on first night people. I think men who lose respect for women that fuck on the first night is a reflection of how they view themselves. Meaning, if I think I'm a piece of shit and she give me some pussy on the first night, then she'll fuck, or then my view would be she'll fuck whatever piece of shit come across her.
Yeah.
If I view myself as a grown-ass man, respectful gentleman, you know what I'm saying, I'm a motherfucking catch, and she give me some pussy on the first night, that means she got good-ass taste. That means she out here choosing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And she know a good thing when she see it. So I won't lose respect for her.
I used to be that
she's a
guy
cat.
that used to be like,
She sees the opportunity.
I don't understand how women used to go out there, meet a nigga, get a nigga the ass on the first night. I used to be like, damn, why the fuck she do that? Not me.
Because she see
But
a good
some
thing.
other nigga, though.
Oh, I don't know.
But
Yeah.
then, you kind of grow up and you mature. You know what I'm saying? You don't judge a book by its cover, because everyone in the end of the day is looking for the same thing. Everybody want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? But
But
I will say that there are some women that, like, for example, like I said, if I'm looking to actually date somebody and I'm trying not to fuck you on the first night, I'm trying to get to know you, and you continuously pressure me into trying to fuck you, then we got a problem.
yeah.
Then we got a problem because
Hey man, but these women be pressuring the fuck.
oh, they
too.
try to.
It ain't just us.
And it gets to the point where you just be like, you know what? I'm gonna give you the best dick of your life, and then you won't receive another call.
Nah, I give them sympathy dick, nigga.
Ah,
Wow.
keyword.
Sympathy dick. Okay, so this is my question. What is sympathy dick?
Go to
and
put that
pussy?
shit out there.
What is sympathy dick?
What
and
is sympathy
pussy?
dick? Sympathy dick is 25% dick. It's
Okay, 25%. But what is okay if you never fucked this bitch in your life? You have never smashed this bitch.
So you have half
How
of the
does
dick?
she know that's 25%? She's
No, I
gonna
get
think
that.
it's your 100%.
no.
Okay, you ain't never gave a nigga the pussy and just
I
kind
have.
of laid there
I
like
have.
I
Laid there
really
like a
don't.
zombie.
No, I
You know what I'm
have,
saying?
but I'm looking on the other side, like the
Brains.
outside looking in. Like I damn sure have gave
Okay.
15%.
Well, if you know what sympathy pussy is, then you know what sympathy dick
I
is.
mean, but how did your partner that you're smashing at the time consider that to be 15 or 25%? Like you never fuck her.
Shit, I
You've
feel
never
like you
done
can
this
tell
before.
the difference.
You can tell.
I feel like you can tell the difference because I done had niggas
How
like,
does she know to tell the difference? She might think you just have whack ass dick.
Okay, well she can think that
Exactly.
because I gave her only 15%.
You over here trying
I don't
to
care
be,
what she thinks.
oh, I'm giving her, okay, but she thinks you have whack dick, so how is that you up on the play, though?
She can
shit.
think that. I don't
He
care.
didn't want to call back and she ain't giving him one. That's where that leads.
There you go.
Mr.
I don't
West.
know.
What?
I don't believe in that.
I ain't got shit to say.
You gotta give 100% the first time for you to come
gotta
back
do
That's
with
what
it.
we do.
no.
Okay, now we
No, for you
smash
to
your
come
ass
back
on
with
the first night,
15%
giving you
after
100.
you gotta have some type of like, oh, now you know. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta do shit. You don't have to. You don't like have to
It's a choice.
wine, dine, body this bitch, give her 100% dick.
It's a choice. It's to
But
be all
if
these-
you choose to do that-
if you engaged in the whole like activity, it's a choice on how you gonna engage into it. If you want.
Right.
If your decision, you want to give 100, you give you 100.
Give 110 if
Period.
you want to.
But if the next person don't want to give, if you want to give you 17, shit, you
gonna
gonna
get
get 17. Then
Right, but you
can
have
take it or
to
leave
set
it.
a limit of
that's personal. That's personal.
expectation / standard for you to be like, this is 15%. Like
That's
you
personal.
can't body at 15% and then just think they just gonna know that's only your 15% at the beginning. They're gonna think that's your 100. They're gonna think that's the whole night. I'm trying to make it worth something. Like, no, you can't do that.
That's on her.
It's not.
That's just
It's
a
on
chance
you.
take. It's a chance you take on engaging in that type of behavior
Right.
on the first night.
Yeah. Or y'all could just not do it and kindle a relationship, let it grow, and then have some hot fucking passionate ass sex 6 months later.
So
100 and 100.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Is this an insecurity that women kind of give themselves whenever they're thinking about, damn, you know what, I really want to fuck this nigga, but I don't know how this nigga gonna react afterwards. Is this something y'all go through?
Yes, I done even got to the point where I will ask. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I done talked to like 3 dudes since I done came out here, and I done asked each of them, like, if I smash you, like, how you gonna feel about me, like, after
Exactly.
that? 'Cause I don't wanna.
You ask them.
I sure
I
as
don't
fuck did, because
ask.
ain't nobody got time to be playing these games with you little
Look,
ass boys.
I'm
looking for a
31.
grown-ass
I don't
man,
ask
okay?
shit.
She go,
I don't
hey.
give a fuck. Like,
Straight up.
I
Hold on,
don't give a damn.
What is your
Like
intentions, okay?
I
'Cause
don't give a
Okay.
fuck how you feel about me after this. Like I just whatever. Like if we smash, I'm expecting the next day conversation to give me what you felt about us smashing. But like I done met so many like, and I'm telling my business a little
This
bit,
is gonna make
and
it.
you know what I mean. Like I don't want to, but I have had one night stands. And I have had like, oh, we feeling each other, boom, 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 you know, we going, boom, we smash. Okay, good. Whoo, cheers. But I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not expecting.
She drunk.
Nigga said cheers.
Yes, no, cheers. Like, you know what I mean? Exactly. But I'm not expecting you to feel about how I felt prior to, because you haven't had that yet. Like, I have had dick that I was like, oh, he getting on my nerves throughout the day, and then this nigga body me. And I'm just like, oh, what are we doing later?
Yeah.
What's up? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell y'all the one question I hate with the passion.
What's that?
After a nigga fuck, and we laying there, we chilling, and all of a sudden you hear, so what are we? I fucking hate that question.
We humans, motherfucker. What you talking about?
Bitch, we're Homo sapien.
You a man, I'm a woman. What you mean?
Yeah.
We black.
I'm gonna tell you why they asked that question. Because when I was young, I was guilty of that. And then I had to learn, don't be asking that because they really don't like that shit. No. That's going to get you, no callback type shit. But they asked that because it's like, damn, the dick was good. I don't want this. I want to keep seeing him. But a lot of times after a situation like that, they be like, hold on, you trying to jump into a whole relationship and the nigga going to run out the door. Like, they ain't ready for that yet.
Right. But you mean, like, I can't just drop him and just move or whatever. I get that. But, I don't get the whole what is we. I feel the vibe of, like, let it day. You know what I mean? Day fight, day, and you going and it's vibing, and all of a sudden now, y'all look up and you like, shit, we done been in a whole relationship. Bitch, I spent 3 weeks with you, ho. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, did you just get a hair mask for me? Hold on now. Then, you know what I mean? Like,
going
that
far.
type, like, you just, it goes. But I feel to look up to somebody and be like, where are we at is an insecurity. I feel like to think y'all go and y'all smash, it's an insecurity to think he's not going to, or her is not going to fuck with you after that. Like, point, period, blank. If you got it, you got it. Like,
I think the question is more about wanting to put a title on it so soon when the other person isn't ready to put a title.
Like, let us define some shit first.
Yeah. I mean, we just fuck.
But I'm gonna tell you, when they ask that question, they're not necessarily looking for a title, but it comes off that way. All they really want you to do is be like, baby, shit, I'm feeling you, and that's gonna satisfy that.
But what if I'm not feeling you yet?
Well, you just busting that on her back.
But that goes back.
I gotta
to the
feel
part,
you to do that.
But that goes back to the part where I said you got a choice if you're gonna engage in this activity on the first night or not.
Because you could have took your ass home. Yeah.
Or you could have went and sent had damn IHOP meal and then still went home. Or Waffle House. Whatever was your 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning meal after you got a good buzz.
But now you got this next generation laying on your back and you don't know what to do.
See, but that's the reason why I feel like after
what is we getting the towel?
Thank you. Warm or cold? Wet or dry?
So, this motherfucker. So at the end of the day, though, I do feel like that I blame men for building that insecurity in y'all. No, just listen, because it has gotten to a point where we were taught growing up, just kind of. No, I'm not reaching. Just look at the culture for a second. We was growing up, movies like How to Be a Player and shit like that. We're taught that it's cool, you know what I'm saying, to fuck one time and then move on about our business. You know what I'm saying? Like that became a thing. Just saying, even Drake said it himself, shit, one time, that's fine with me. And that's just a thing that we kind of grew up with that we just really should have broke out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because people, when it comes to sex, it's a sensitive thing to everybody, and it should be. It's supposed to be sacred, first of all. But we do instill that in women a lot, and we build those insecurities. It's like, damn. If it happens once, it's like, okay. But then if it happens again and again, now it's a pattern. So now they're stuck saying, well, what the fuck is wrong with me? When the reality of it is nothing wrong with you. It's more so a true indictment on the person that you slept with.
But if it happens multiple times, then is it an indictment on her or is it an indictment on every nigga that she can come in contact with?
It's the type of man that you allowing yourself to be attracted to. Because that's why I say, I ask now. Other part. I don't, like, you got me fucked up now. Like, if I look at you and I'm like, damn, he I really like this motherfucker. If I give this nigga pussy, I want him to keep talking to me. I ain't gonna fuck you. Well, nah, if I fuck you on the first night, it's because I was like, damn, he cute as fuck. Look like he got some good dick, but I know this nigga is not ready for nothing. So we gonna keep it.
And you still fuck him?
I will that nigga. I will fuck him.
That is an indictment on you.
I will fuck that nigga, and I will not. I'll like call him for just for that. Like, I'm not fixing to check up on you. Don't ask. I don't care how you doing right now. Like. Damn. But the nigga that I'm looking at and I'm like, shit, I really want to keep talking to him. I'm going to ask you how you are. What are you doing? If you're going through something, do you need something? I'm going to say, hey, you know, I want to kick it. Type shit. So, like, I'll take you out. You can take me out. Yes, I will pay for a nigga.
Man, but you can't put all this on the man.
No, I mean, it goes both ways. Don't get it wrong. Yeah. Because there's some crazy women out here. And a lot of times, men, we get to the point to where we're like, okay, when I met her, she was real cool. You gave us a great vibe. This is the person I want to continue on with. And then after we sleep with you, you kind of change. Remember, you got clingy. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and I understand that. Like, I feel like this is actually a question to the men.
Okay.
Like, if we didn't present a certain environment aspect of a female in the beginning, would you or would you know how to fuck with us? So,
what type
of
aspect?
That's not the question. So, once we have got we present ourselves in this point of view, now we have smashed, and you're now at the point of like, okay, she's crazy, she's not crazy. You can't build it on she's crazy, not crazy. We already have to go. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's giving me the hiccups.
We have to go out of our person, even to bag you. You know what I'm saying? We're not going all the way out of our person because we're going to, you know, be our person enough to get what type of guy we want. But we're going to have to go out of our person or conceal a point of our person in order for you to be like, oh yeah, I'll smash her. So after we smash, as a female, that's our most intimate point. You have no expectation past that intimacy. Like, as a man, we look at this, like, you want that, you got that, that's the expectation of intimacy, now you have it. Now, what comes out is that person, that real, this is who I am. Because I have now felt you enough, laughed with you enough, you're my friend enough, we had a good time enough for that to happen. But all of a sudden now we're crazy. Why are we crazy? We're crazy because we want the intimacy again. We want the intimacy to continue.
You know why you crazy? Because before we fuck, you just said this. Before we fuck, you were acting like a totally different person. You put on a facade that we were attracted to. We laid pipe, and then you took off the mask and said, "This is the real me."
Facade?
No, it's not that. It's just you fucked her good enough to where she got in her feelings.
Right.
Period.
But
now it takes time for a woman to get past that point because you don't. You know, you might meet that woman and she might go crazy, but that relationship is going to set her up for another relationship where she's not going to be crazy because she done been and got control of her emotions. She understands how when she feels that intensely about somebody, she now knows how to go about it. She knows. We ran your ass off, bro. I done been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
And we have intentionally ran off. Like
not intentionally. We just wanted you to love us.
I've intentionally ran off. I've intentionally cuckoo for Crazy Puffs because I didn't
expect the man to love you on the first night, though.
No, it ain't gonna be no first night. Like if that bitch feels differently after the first night fuck.
But that's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. You take the chance on engaging in the activity or not engaging in the activities.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna lose disrespect. I'm gonna lose respect for you because you engage in this activity. Don't expect me to treat you like you're a wife after the first night.
Right.
Okay.
So let this be an indictment, America. Don't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after having sex on the first night. But always remember, man, sex is sacred. So you just can't be going out there just throwing your pussy and throwing your dick all over the place because somebody out there is actually wanting something real. and they may think they found it in you, and here you come along just throwing the shit like frisbees.
So just be selective.
So we're going to move on to another topic, man. This was actually a write-in question from someone, and it simply states, would you date a woman or a man with insecurities? We're going to start with the fellas this go around. Mr. Jenkins.
Oh, you going to start over here?
Oh, yeah.
Nah. Well, I think the word insecurities is just broad. It depends on what you're insecure about.
Speak on it.
I mean, if you're insecure about your looks, it's like that's something I can pad. I can tell you you're beautiful every fucking day of the week. If you're insecure about me and what I'm doing when you're not around, that's some shit that you're not going to be stalking me.
Trust.
Yeah, that's some shit that I'm just not going to tolerate. We can't grow from that. With you hovering over me, with you texting and calling every 45 minutes, where you at, what you doing, send me a selfie, and then call King and be like, what you doing, and you with him, that type of shit. No. I can't deal with that shit.
That's crazy. You got to like stamp that out in the beginning.
Right.
That's like stalker type shit.
Yeah, but they don't always reveal that kind of insecurity.
But right, that shit takes time to develop.
You got to peep it. I think,
there's telltales, but you gotta.
But I just think everybody, or even as far as men, whoever you decide to date, whoever you gonna date, gonna have some type of insecurity.
Yeah, I think
we all have that. Like,
yeah, they're gonna have some type of insecurity. It might not be an insecurity that's like a deal breaker for you.
It could be her butt's not as big as the normal butts that you see. It could be as simple as she don't wear her makeup the same way, or her hair isn't long enough, or her eyes aren't bright enough, or she's dark skinned and light skinned. Like, insecurities can come in so many separate ways. It's just a fact of what insecurity is she dealing with.
And if you as a man or a woman can pad that insecurity,
you can deal with it.
Yeah. And if you can't, then run. Run, motherfucker, run.
So, ladies, what are some insecurities that you've dealt with that you say, you know what, I can't deal with this shit?
I've dealt with physical insecurities. I grew up in the time, and the hippie big boob girl was the girl who everybody looked with. Girls were getting surgery, so it was the beginning of the surgery time and stuff like that. And I have a nice body myself, but I have grew up where my hips didn't hit to a certain way, or my boobs weren't big enough. Like, even, people I have, very close to my family have gotten the surgeries done. And it was hard for me to be like, okay, I'm smaller, I'm skinny. I've always been naturally skinny. And, I'm still beautiful, and I've dealt with, that insecurity. So with dealing with that insecurity, I felt like a man wasn't going to look this way, And so I started having trust issues with men who were all about me, and they thought I was extremely beautiful, but they dealt with the insecurity of mine that they wasn't even prepared for, So I've definitely dealt with that. I've definitely dealt with makeup, age, insecurity. The insecurity of I'm getting older now. Like, I've been a model for a long time, and I've used to do good stuff. Now I'm getting older. I'm 31, and that's not even old. But I've dealt with the model age security, like after 25, you're basically washed up and washed out, and you can't do it no more. Mm-hmm. And so I've dealt with that one as well. Like, that one's been prominent, like, in my life, to the point where I have to keep going. I have to keep trying. I have to keep pursuing this career. I can't let the fact that it didn't happen a certain way at 25, 26 dictate what, I'm coming through. So I've dealt with that. The major insecurity I've dealt with from men was definitely the sexual insecurity. I have been a sexual person my whole life, yes. Love it to death. Sex is definitely, a connecting at any point. But I was raised conservative. I was raised churchy, Church of Christ. You don't do this, you don't do that, And so when I was doing my sexual activities, I broke outside my box. So I've had the major insecurity of, oh my God, am I being sexual enough for a man that he's enjoying it?
What about you?
Well, I mean, I've dealt with physical insecurities. I was the fat kid. Still, like, my weight fluctuate. But, I mean, a lot of my, like, younger insecurities were, like, my body and stuff. Like, not that I'm the most secure person about my body now. But I've learned to accept a lot about myself, learned to love myself. So, I mean, I'm okay with a lot of it. It may not be what I want, but I love me regardless type shit. But my biggest insecurities, like insecurity that I've dealt with, like with other people, I'm not sure what it falls down to because I'm not in their head, but I attract crazy men, like they go, I attract the ones that are like, seem like they cool, real good guy in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they want to know your every step, and, part of me think, they low-key the one doing something, so that's why they go to feeling like they got to do something. Then they want to go to getting physical, and then it's like, oh, bitch, you want to leave me? Bro, I ain't never said that, but you making me want to leave you because you're kind of crazy.
Did you put it on him too good?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. You should have gave him that 17%.
Should have gave him 17%. So that's shit right there.
You hit him with that straight drop. It was straight out the pot.
Man, I don't know. Because, see, the ones I want to stay around that I feel like aren't the crazy ones, y'all asses keep ghosting me. And I want y'all to know, y'all missing out on a beautiful woman, okay? Inside and out.
You hear that,
mostly
America?
on the inside.
Missing out. A question for you. What's the one insecurity that you say, if this nigga has this insecurity, I never fuck with it? Never fuck with him. It's over with. Can't even talk to him.
My one insecurity is a physical, I see you insecurity.
What you mean?
Like, I go to the grocery store. I go to Wendy's. I go to a party with my homegirls. I have girls' night. And you can't see me. And now you're charging up my phone. You're ready to fight. You're calling people, my mom and everybody else, because I'm outside of your sight or outside of anybody that would have, perception on me. And so you're automatically thinking I'm cheating. You know what I mean? You're automatically thinking that something's going down.
Possessiveness.
It's possessiveness, exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say stalkerish, but I definitely would say possessiveness. Like, you're watching, I go to work, you're making sure I'm walking through the door, that would be stalkerish. Like, I've been there. But, like...
Wait, that nigga was sitting in the parking lot?
I'm about to say.
Yeah, I've been there. Like,
run along.
He pulled up 30 minutes before. He's sitting in the parking lot.
Watching me.
I'm going to make sure she clock in.
Exactly. You dropping her off Uber? Okay. Or, you know what I mean?
Who got that kind of time?
I've been there. But somebody doesn't do something.
Okay. They are out there. Like, I had a nigga quit his job to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Quit his job to do this.
Exactly.
And my thing was, like, no matter how much you baby those kind of... And I would have to say my one insecurity would be the same. Because this nigga quit his job. No matter how much I tried to baby him, like, he could never get the full picture. He couldn't think logically behind him. I don't know if he had been cheated on. I don't know if it was because, like, how he was raised. I'm not sure, because the man had a lot of issues, and although I tried to love him past his issues, God damn it, some shit is just not.
But what do you mean, baby him?
Like, I mean, I would check in. I felt like I was raising him all over again.
Oh, you should let that nigga go.
Yeah.
Cut the cord. Let that nigga fall.
I did.
Oh, these men y'all dealing with, or
These
these
12-year-olds?
Or these like age-appropriate boys?
This is grown-ass boys, as in I've never dated a man. I think the first time I ever dated a man that was my age was this year, and I can't say that we dated. We were talking for a little bit, but he was my age. And other than that, I've never dated anyone even close to that. Everybody I've ever dated have been like 5-6 years plus.
So, I got a quick hitter for you guys.
Go for it.
I'm going to go down the road. Tell me what your number one insecurity is. We're gonna start with Stan.
Me personally?
Yeah. Hair.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Fuck some hair, nigga. I shave that shit off, man. That's why it ain't capping. And this nigga back here laughing and shit. Fuck both of you niggas behind the camera.
But nigga Killer Cam stepped in the building.
Yeah.
Way past his curfew.
Man, I ain't saw that boy in a minute.
Yeah. No, I don't know, nigga.
Happy New Year,
Because I'm gonna tell you a story about that nigga.
Let me tell you about my pocket.
in 2019.
Tell you about my pocket.
I don't know, man. I don't. I'm sure I have insecurities now, but I'm at the age now where I stopped giving a fuck about shit. I already got a woman. I already got kids. I already make money. You know, so I'm sure I have insecurities, but I don't think I think about them as much.
Yeah.
To the point where they fuck with me.
Bree?
I ain't got no ass.
Hold on. What was the question again?
Name your number one insecurity.
About yourself.
For yourself.
For yourself.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the person you
But
dealing
I don't
with.
want to go to surgery.
Okay.
You ain't
That
got no
would be-
ass.
I ain't got no ass, y'all. I'm built like a Mexican, goddammit. But it's okay. I'm a fine ass Mexican.
I'm built like a Mexican.
Mr.
I'm literally half. I'm not racist, but shit.
One more
She said
insecurity
that shit on camera.
Mr. West.
for myself.
Yeah, buddy.
Well,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to point out, ain't it?
no, it's not. It's hard to put in words because it's like I love to. Well, this is how my and this is crazy how my excuse is. I've been going through a lot of stuff the last couple of weeks. But how my mom put in the words about her current husband that passed. Mm-hmm. Like he's overprotective about any and everything for her. Like she even put it we was at the wake. She said she was like walking somewhere and she tripped over a rock that was just like up off the ground, like, and she was walking with him. Mm-hmm. And he was like trying to make sure she was okay. But he was like, I would kill a rock over you. Like I'm that protective over my wife and my kids. Yeah. So anything that's not pertaining to my direct supervision to make sure they're okay, then I got an issue with it because I'm protective about mine. I wouldn't say it's insecurity. I'm just overprotective. Okay. Like if they're not in my supervision, like it'll fuck with me if somebody like actually mess with them.
First of all, that's a cold ass statement, nigga. I kill a rock.
For real.
First of all, rock
Man.
ain't even alive, but that motherfucker gonna be dead when I'm done with him, nigga.
Exactly. And but that's like when she said that about him, that's how I felt about mine. Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's an insecurity. I need to make sure that they're good at all times.
I feel that. Melly Bell.
My social insecurity. Like how I socialize with people. How I come off and converse and, get into a situation and just base it off my person. I feel like I grew up in a, I'm the only kid in the house, I'm the youngest, I'm the baby type situation. I only associated with girls and guys that they care type of situation. I feel like I had to self-teach to be social with other people, I'm an introvert. Like, I'm an extrovert. Like, this situation, I'm extrovert. Like, I'm happy, I'm proud, I'm, having a good time. But outside the situation, I'm an introvert, And I feel like the person that I had to become to socialize, network, market, and just make these situations possible. Make, a conversation at work possible. And, make conversation with, in general, coming through was to come out of my insecurity. Like, I come off of that old school, I want to be liked. I always want to be liked. I want to be, you enjoy me or you can tolerate me. And I went through, I think I want to say my early 20s, Never had a problem with that. But then, like, mid-20s, I actually faced the I don't like you. And it threw me back to a point where I was like, wow. Like, I can't even imagine that coming through. Like, what did I do, you know? So my biggest insecurity is being liked. My biggest insecurity is being a perception that, you know, people can get along with to a point where they see their self. And it's crazy because a lot of us, I mean, I want to say a lot of people in this world deal with this same issue. We don't say it because we have things like, oh, if they don't like me, then they'll just get over it, or fuck them, I don't live my life for them, I don't live my life for other people's opinions. You know, we have so many sayings that are predominant to that same situation, but society, and especially in this generation that we are in now, is social media, internet, has killed the expectation of self. You can't do nothing without looking at, you know what I mean? You can't do nothing without looking at your phone or, you know, exactly, looking in a mirror. You gotta be self-satisfied, and it's not even self-satisfied. You gotta be able to post a selfie. You know what I mean? You able to post a selfie the way you look. Now all of a sudden you're worthy of being, you know, the person you are. I grew up in a generation before that. Like, it didn't happen. Like, internet was just coming up and stuff like that. The perception of yourself was, you know, the demeanor you held on a phone, if you were to call on a phone. If not, it was all person. And my insecurities, my biggest insecurity definitely comes from because I come up from a generation that is prior to internet success. Everybody who is somebody nowadays is internet success.
That's a fact.
You know?
So I think that one of the biggest things I have is this failure for life. So, for example, I don't like to fail in anything, whether it be something competitive, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be anything, just anything. I don't want to fail at anything. I push myself 10 times harder than somebody else will push themselves through. Yeah. You know, regardless of what it is. So that's something that I wouldn't say I'm getting over it, because I don't like to lose at all, period. But
we know
it's something that I'm working through. Okay. But you know, insecurities, man. I hate people that play on other people's insecurities. I hope everyone gets the opportunity to grow within themselves. Yeah. Start the self-healing, self-love process, because that's how you combat insecurities. I feel like people can support you when they say help build you up, but I feel like unless you're self-healing and self-loving yourself, those insecurities will always remain. You have to battle for yourself, because no one can love you better than you. And that's what it boils down to. So, with that being said, my peoples, we're going to move on to a different topic. We're going to move on to a very...
shit. I don't know if you've read it.
He's read it.
Oh, okay.
We're going to move on to a very, not necessarily sensitive subject, but someone on Facebook.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They just went viral. You know, we normally don't say names, but Deja Dion Brown.
Well, let me ask you a question first. You ever had a bitch throw up on your dick?
Man, come on.
You know you done fucked up, right?
Stop, man.
I'm sorry.
You know you done fucked up, right?
Slugs.
I ain't even watched that one yet.
Go ahead.
So, I'm going to read you guys this post.
Go ahead.
And we're going to then state how you feel after hearing this post. I think we all have different opinions.
Go ahead.
So, Deja Dion Brown stated that rape bodies, in quotations, in my mind means the girls who repeatedly told you no, but you wouldn't stop, so she just gave in, or the girls that you absolutely fucked up to the point of changing their complete mental state just so you can have sex with them. It's not strong arm rape, but she ain't want it, and you more than likely will never hit it again. T.O. Lene, with his fucked up ass wig,
Damn.
stated, Every nigga has 3 to 5 rape bodies.
3 to 5.
Kanye shrug.
3 to 5.
Let's go ahead and crack this motherfucker off, man. Who want to start?
Rape bodies.
First off,
She want to start.
Here we go.
I do not disagree with this at all. But I do not feel like it was fairly titled, okay? Before y'all go in on me. Before y'all go in on me. Let this be said.
Unpack that.
Everything that she said in that fucking statement is very true. Now, I don't feel like it's rape because at the end of the day, we put ourselves in that predicament. We made that choice when we really should have just been like, say, look, I don't want this. Let me go. And now they probably still gonna try and pressure you, but you know, you get to a point where you like, look, dude, I don't feel comfortable. If you feel like you're gonna keep doing this, then we just need to, figure out something. Sometimes you get in a predicament where you really can't just like get away from that nigga, but
I feel
you can still make it possible to be like, don't do it, but a lot of times you just give in because it's like, okay, what's the alternative? And just get this shit over with and the nigga get what he want, he'll leave me alone. Because niggas that press like that, they really will leave you alone after you just give them the cat, give them that 5%, not 15, not 12. Give them that 5%.
5%?
Yeah, that 1%.
The scraps.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like,
It didn't
and
even
go.
get wet.
They probably ain't even for the last 5 minutes any goddamn way because they wanted it too bad.
Mr. West.
I think it's a very it's not a fine line. It's between rape and consensual sex. It's definitely is not anything that's easily like the say no, but you eventually give in. Like you initially wanted it, you just wanted to like play hard to say no, I don't want this. Now, if force was taken to where it's out of your control, as far as like you end up having. It's not even consensual. Well, you said no the whole time. If the guy actually takes it, then that's considered rape. But if it's to a point where if you agree to this consensual act, in my opinion, it's not rape. I don't know about 3 to 5 bodies of every man. I don't know. I can't agree with that shit. I really can't because I'm not the guy that's gonna force any type of issue, especially not with no sex shit. Not at all. So I can't agree with every man has 3 to 5 bodies of rape bodies. That shit is just.
It's ridiculous.
That's asinine, that's a 10, that's 11, all of that shit. It's like stupid, in my opinion. But a man is only going to do what a woman allows unless he takes force. If he takes force, if he's on some other shit where I don't know how people even get to that point. But to me, it's not. I don't think every man has 3 to 5 rape bodies.
Well, that part might not be true.
No. But I mean, if it's consensual.
But a good deal of them will show. Cause some of you motherfuckers is ugly as fuck.
But people men gonna be persistent, women gonna be persistent.
Yeah.
It's just if you give into it, then it's consensual. If you say yeah, it's consensual.
I feel going off of my personal life, you know what I mean? I can't bank anything off of anything else. I feel like the 3 to 5 is easily done without men knowing it's done. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole mental situation, physical situation with the female that you're not even aware of. You know what I mean? She's just trying to be good, trying to enjoy the night, or, if not, she just trying to get home. You know what I mean? Like, trying to enjoy the night is a rare. So it's easy to come off of something that you thought everything was all Gucci, we throwing stacks, da. But she was in a mentality that, she just wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? It could have been several, things to come to she wasn't feeling it, but it wasn't what she was doing. So, she's, like I've said, drinking and doing something to herself because she doesn't want to let you down as a man. Because as females, the ultimate, betrayal, as much as we don't want to admit it, is letting the man down. You know what I mean? Not objecting to what he was supposed to, do it that day or that night, or, come off of that situation.
Can I interject?
Go ahead.
I just want to say, it's so like women. It's okay for a woman to say no.
No, it's not.
It
It's not. It's not.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. No, it's not okay for.
It is very okay for a woman to say no if she's not into. If she I wholeheartedly.
Oh, I understand.
3,000% of my body.
Right here's the Bible. Like, I have literally to this day and age, I'm 31-year-old, person that dealt with stuff. I've dealt with like the say no, and then next thing you know, you have this awkward moment where.
But it's okay
you're
with the awkward
either
moment.
taking no. It is not. It is not. It's not okay with the awkward
because you
moment.
can feel like
And
the
then you
tension
get
be
this
worse than
fear.
the elephant
If a
in the goddamn
motherfucker
room.
can't understand
They be
no,
like-
if they
they
can't
be
take
like,
no,
no,
if they can't take
and
no, y'all
then
need to be dealing with
they
that
be like,
individual.
Stop showing love to
You
the
don't
fuck
want
boys.
to.
Thank
Like,
you.
For real.
You don't want to make a man feel
If a dude
like
can't
shitty
understand
about
no,
himself. And a lot
if
of
a dude
times,
can't
if you tell
understand
him
no,
no,
I'm not into this, or
then
I'm
you
not
feel
with
like you're
that.
gonna
Man,
make him
come
feel some type
on,
of way, and
man.
then he gonna go to treating you some kind of way.
Fuck
You like,
he
damn,
feel
let's just
some
be
type of
friends.
way.
Hold on.
Let's just
Fuck
be
does he
friends.
feel some type of
Go
way?
ahead,
Mr.
Stan.
Jenkins.
Go ahead, Stan.
Look here, man. Let me.
No, your
Go
life,
ahead.
Let
your
me
life
first say-
now is in a jeopardy of understanding that anything can happen when he feels some type of way. So you don't even want to get to that point of he feels some type of way because you don't know. Okay, he might be a fuckboy or whatever, but
your
he don't,
body is your body.
You
Exactly.
can't read off top if he's you and
You
know,
got
Your
power.
body.
You got power over your
can't
body,
read off
right?
top if he's a
Body.
king type nigga. Like, no, like you gotta deal with that coming to.
Don't.
Once
Hey,
it gets
nobody
there,
is
you're like,
obligated
oh,
to your pussy
shit.
but you.
Uh,
That's just what it is. If you don't want to fuck
y'all
that
make
nigga, then
this
don't
shit
fuck
sound
that
so
nigga.
fucking simple.
Because
It
it
really
is.
is.
It is that easy with me.
My bad.
Hey.
It's very simple.
It's very simple.
This is the argument that is going on in that woman's head right now.
You don't have to have that argument. It's a yes or no.
What do you mean we
goddamn-
don't have the argument? We have the argument from the time you text us. Can we go out and do something?
And don't let it be 2 in the morning
The
because
do
you're going to be
something-
like,
the do
We
something
have to
automatically-
have
some
the
Mm.
do
shit.
something
Don't act
argument
like I ain't
comes
seen this
off
shit.
of
But
shit.
the
Alright.
do something means it automatically it got to result into sexual intercourse.
Resolve this
It's
first.
not
In day and age, that's
So,
what
I
they
have
mean.
definitely
You say
heard-
Netflix and
Because
chill,
we
and they
literally
off
have,
topic, they get
hold
the
on,
pussy.
because we literally have women on this fucking show saying that
Yes.
it's not okay to say no.
Exactly.
To a
What
nigga.
the fuck?
No.
What the fuck do you mean? Women have said no to me, and nigga, okay, cool. And you walk the fuck out. It ain't that big of a deal. Your body is your body. Listen, let me tell you like this.
Niggas be having a whole attitude after you
no.
tell
Who
them
gives
no.
a fuck about the attitude?
Fuck that nigga. Your pussy, your pussy.
Who cares about
I'm
that
gonna
attitude?
say this. And you know what? I love you. I
cares
love
about
you to
attitude?
death, bro. Like,
Shit,
know,
if you
and
need
I'm
him
just
for a
gonna say
ride
this.
or whatever,
But
you gonna give a fuck about
it
that
definitely
attitude.
has to
You
do
get left
with
on top
you.
of
You know
the
how
highway.
many? You know how many ways you can get a ride? You can get Uber. You got Lyft. You got fucking
I'm
taxi.
talking
You got
about
all
in the
that shit.
situation.
Okay,
Fuck that.
But I will give you that. There are like situations where a woman will come about where y'all leaving somewhere and what's up, what we trying to do? And if you ain't trying to go to the room or some shit, then a nigga catch your attitude, put you out his fucking car.
Okay, well,
I
you-
understand.
but you still
I
got
understand
other ways to
those
get home.
situations. But at the end of
But
that,
what
at
if
the
you
end of that
don't?
scenario, your pussy is still your pussy. It is still your choice. If you don't want to fuck that nigga, don't fuck that nigga. It's that easy. It's literally. I know it's complicated, but it's simple at the same time.
Simple as fuck.
Your pussy is your pussy. The same way my dick is my dick. That motherfucker ain't gonna stand up if I don't want to fuck. It's that fucking simple. Now, on the note of this 3 to 5 bodies, that's some other shit now. Because, I mean, that means that, fuck it, I went 3 last time, let's go 5. That means 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 women on this world that all 5 of us have tried to pour liquor down their throat or pester them into some pussy. I have never. See, because the thing about me is I take pride in a woman saying yes. I've always done that shit. Tell me no, I walk the fuck off. Okay, you cool. Enjoy your night. It's that simple. Every nigga ain't like that. To say every nigga is trying to pester y'all into some pussy? No.
And you say yeah.
Right. No. Now, on the note of strong arm rape, I think that these motherfuckers have created, and I won't say these motherfuckers, I'll say whoever wrote this post has created a lower level of rape because she feels like she wants to be included in the rape category, but nobody has ever forced themselves onto her. I don't know what the fuck that is, but there is no lower level of rape. You were either raped
Or you weren't.
or you weren't raped. It was either forced or it was consensual.
Exactly.
You either chose or you didn't chose. That's just what it is. And it's too many layers to this shit. It's so many fucking layers.
I'm still stuck on what type of niggas y'all been actually coming across that y'all meet and like feel, or even if y'all feel them like in an hour or two, and if y'all go hang out, let's go to Waffle House, let's go to Cafe Brazil, wherever the fuck everybody want to go after hours and eat.
Yeah.
And you feeling it, and if it gets to the point where he's giving you this ultimatum, and you just automatically got to go with it because you thinking that if I don't satisfy this guy, I got to compromise my personal morals, my integrity, just to get home or just to not be. That's man.
So-
wow, we got to change a whole bunch of shit.
So.
Hold on. But we're not trying to invalidate your position.
No.
I understand
no.
that y'all have been in situations where if I don't fuck this nigga, then my night is gonna get real fucked
We're just saying that that's not right for you to have to feel that way,
right.
Because you do have a decision. It's a 50% chance of yes, I want to do this. No, I don't want to do this.
And it's totally your choice at the end.
You can say no to them motherfuckers, and they can be mad and shit. As long as you can, man.
So let me say this. Because there's a lot of situations going on in the room. So
Whole lot.
I'm going to address Mel's situation first because Mel did say that one of her insecurities is being liked. Mm-hmm. That's something she struggles with. She wants to be liked. She wants to be loved. I'm going to tell you like I tell my sisters. Ain't no nigga in this fucking world will ever be able to make you do something that you don't want to do as long as I'm alive. I don't care where you at. I don't care what time it is. Call me.
He gonna send me.
I think everybody should have a real nigga in their phone.
Most definitely.
So if a nigga put you in a situation where he say, "Oh, you got to get out," cool. Y'all just met 4 real niggas on the panel.
Right.
5 if you include Chuck. You gonna meet my nigga Cam after the show. That's 6 real niggas you done met. He ain't even here yet.
Yeah.
But that's 6 of them that you can call at any time of the night. Say, hey, I'm in a fucked up situation. I need help. And we gonna pull up. No questions asked. So I don't ever want y'all to feel like y'all are in a situation where y'all obligated to do something y'all don't want to do. Because no is no. And you ain't obligated to no nigga. And just because a nigga say, hey, let's go kick it, nah, I'm busy. Especially when you know what his tendencies are. Because the nigga gonna show his true colors all the time anyway. If he persistent like that, block that nigga. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Steve Urkel and Laura. You know what I'm saying? Where he persistent for love. Like we beyond them days. You know what I'm saying? We live in a different society where, you know what I'm saying, we move beyond that to where us as men realize, us as black men, let me say that we do need to protect our black women.
Right.
By any means necessary.
Bam.
And that's just what it is. Now, concerning this motherfucker who put up this post.
Everybody take a deep breath.
Yeah. My nigga said it best. Just because you got buyer's remorse and you felt like, oh my God, I fucked this nigga, I ain't really want to do it because that nigga lame. You got a problem with it. That man ain't take the pussy, he was just persistent. And at some point along the line, you didn't tell this nigga to fuck off. Yeah. So he kept going because he thought, shit, persistence is key. A nigga only gonna keep trying as long as you let him keep trying. He's only gonna come around as long as you allow him to come around. Don't put yourself in the same room as this nigga. Yeah. It's that fucking simple. I don't like this nigga. Why the fuck is he here? Well, if he gonna be here, I'm finna bounce out. So you niggas gotta make a choice.
Yeah.
If at any point you decide, well, I'm finna down all this liquor so I can fuck this nigga just so I can move on with my night, that becomes a business decision. Yeah. You chose to do that. He didn't say drink all of this liquor. Now, there are niggas out there who are predators who will feed you alcohol because they shit, I'm finna get her ass drunk,
Drink this.
get her home,
Smoke
we
this.
gon' fuck.
Let me
And they
slip
will do
something
that.
in
There are
here.
niggas out there who do prey on women like that.
Yeah.
But this is not the case. You chose to down that liquor. You chose to hang around that nigga, that particular nigga, and you chose to fuck that particular nigga. Before you drunk the alcohol, you had already made up in your mind, I'm going to drink this liquor and I'm going to fuck this nigga even though I don't want to.
Yeah.
And now you want sympathy for that shit. You gave up sympathy, pussy. And you want sympathy from the other shit that you did.
Buyer's
That shit don't
remorse is not
fly.
rape.
Yeah, that's buyer's remorse. Then you go over to this other dumb bitch who wig looked like it got raped.
This nigga keep on this weed.
Huh?
Her
You ain't see
wig-
the picture?
I
Her
didn't see
wig
the
looked
picture.
like it got raped. So nigga like somebody
wig
fucked her
got
wig.
raped?
Yeah.
Damn it, man.
Talking about every nigga got 3 to 5 bodies. Ain't nobody got no fucking 3 to 5 bodies, my nigga. Like, I don't know who the fuck you hanging around, but as a black man, you tell me no, cool.
Cool.
Okay, that's fine.
You gonna
we
be
not
all right?
vibing, cool.
I'ma be
But you'll
all
be
right.
back. Cause the grass is always green on this side, but I ain't gonna want your ass, especially not with that wig. Ain't nobody forcing you to do shit but go to the hairdresser. So
Damn it, man.
Ain't nobody forced to yet.
at the end of the day, stupid shit like that goes viral. And it pisses me off, especially in the times that we live in, because we do live in the times of Me Too. And I'm watching people like Cuba Gooding Jr. going through because he has all these accusations. You know, people are being, we always been falsely accused. Look at Emmett Till.
But if you look at some of the videos of Cuba Gooding Jr.
I understand Cuba.
Yeah.
If he guilty, he guilty.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I don't find no guilty, man. But what I'm saying is, it's just other shit like Emmett Till that goes on that we've already put upon ourselves.
True.
And for a black woman to come out and say that about every black male, that shit is more powerful than what you think. Because women now have the floor. We're listening to everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
Everything.
But
How you think they got all these motherfuckers together to finally get R. Kelly in jail?
Yeah.
You have our ear. So when you put some shit out there like that, some young girl is gonna see that and say, "Oh, that nigga raped me." 911.
But you see, that's like I was just saying. These motherfuckers who want to be in the club. It's hot right now, so they want to be in the club, so they created a lower level of the shit.
And that's why I say you have a valid point with that, and I agree with that, because at the end of the day, I done been actually raped, and that shit don't count. I ain't never accused any of them men that I felt like that was a fucking mistake, or I was sitting in the bed and I'm like, damn, this nigga just will not stop rubbing his dick against me.
Perception
and
is
just go
key.
ahead and do it. That ain't rape, because I was just like, shit, I know I'm never going back to that motherfucker.
But see, that's the thing. It's fucked up that you went through that. Now, we're not
Very,
trying to invalidate
very,
that. It's
yeah.
very fucked up that you went through that. And I hate to say but after that, but I have to. But it's like, did you have an opportunity to leave?
No, I was in a whole nother state, didn't have no family.
You could still say no.
You got to think about it. This particular man that I felt like that about, that's why I understand about that. This is supposed to be my homie that grew up with this. You know, I always told him, I just look at you like a friend. I grew up with him since, But as we got older, I guess he started crushing on me. I really wasn't feeling him like that. And I cared about his feelings. I didn't want to hurt him.
Shit.
Don't nobody want to break nobody's heart.
Fuck
and
that
that's
nigga.
what we think about. And
But
then
you
I'm
don't-
like, damn, I need to get back home. I also got 2 girls.
But check
I'm like,
this
I gotta
out.
get back home.
But you don't have to
You said don't
compromise
nobody
your
want to break
integrity,
nobody's
though.
heart, but in the process, you broke your own heart.
Exactly.
You gotta start putting you first. That comes back with self-love.
Self-love is
No, I
the
would have
best
never
love.
even told nobody about that until this topic came
I know,
about.
but I'm just saying, it just goes back to self-love, because you got to start putting yourself first.
You
These
have to.
niggas and their horny-ass emotions don't mean shit, because at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck about you and your well-being.
They putting themselves first in that,
Exactly.
and that is, they worry about getting their rocks off right then. Then as soon as they get there, they ain't worried about how you feel about that.
Okay, so I'll put my topic on the table. Like, what if you have the female who, she's your homegirl, everything's cool, you know what I mean? Y'all going out and kicking and stuff, and she's drugging your drinks to fuck with these niggas and taking money on a back pay. So now you have gotten
Yeah.
raped. You
Oh, I'm
know what
about
I'm
to put it
saying?
out there.
You gotten raped, and you thought everything was cool. Y'all just having a threesome and everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden now, like, your entire, like, you wake up, like, you come to finally, it wasn't the first or the second time that you was like, shit, that
What the fuck
shit.
just
You know,
happened?
exactly. You know what I'm saying? But finally, you like, I drink a little bit more than what I've been drinking, and I don't get body. You know what I'm saying? Or I kick it a little bit more than I kick it, and it don't treat me like that. And all of a sudden now you like, damn, like
This episode getting
what
thick,
the fuck?
man.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. In the words of my nigga Stanley Jenkins, I'm gonna go and put it out there. You beat that bitch ass.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, you like
put it out there.
We're on
you beat
street.
that bitch ass.
We're on street. I got. You know, I mean, I if I ever see her again, like shit's real. But I mean, it's not even that fact though. Like, what do you do personal? Like, what do you do to come over that personally? Like,
how do you overcome it?
Exactly. Like now, like you know, he didn't even the dude didn't even know he caught a body.
Right.
What?
But he caught a body.
Because she drugged the drink is what you're saying.
Exactly.
So first of all, it goes back to self-healing. You know what I'm saying?
The woman drugging him.
Right. So it comes back to getting in that safe zone where you got that comfort spot. Don't let nobody else fuck with your drinks. You know how that shit goes. It's a process. But that bitch need an ass whoop. And I would have tarnished her motherfucking reputation. Everybody in the world would have known this bitch was a rapist.
Yeah.
She would have had pictures up. Police would have been calling me, hey, we just saw your post. You want to press charges? I would have put her business out there all in the street. Everybody, her mama would have known. Rapist!
I mean...
But when something like that is happening to you, especially if it's somebody you know, like my friend, she was out of there. Bitch wasn't raping me, but she was robbing me every time she did me like that. You get ashamed. You like, damn, did I really just fall for this shit? Like, you supposed to be my friend on top of that. Then this shit, like, hella embarrassing. You stuck in a situation, and you go to get in your feelings, and you're not thinking clearly, and then by the time you is thinking clearly, you like, well, it's been a couple of days. Should I even do this?
But let me ask you something. If the roles were reversed and it was a man that took it, what would you do?
Oh, I would have been on the phone with police.
Exactly. And just because she's a female, you got to treat her the same way as you would a nigga. Because rape is rape regardless of who it comes from.
And it'll be the same thing with a female doing the what a dude. With the same, it's still rape. Yeah, society will look at them different. It's like somebody soft or be a punk saying I got raped by a woman, but rape is still rape.
Rape is rape, yeah. And that's just what it boils down to. You got to treat them the same way. She don't get no pass because she got a pussy.
Hell no.
And that's what you got. I mean, that's what you got to think because she thinking like ain't nobody gonna believe you. No, bitch, they gonna believe you.
Right, and I feel you on this. She don't get no pass because she got a pussy. Like, so now you involved on a threesome, right? Boom. You don't even know that the other girl is body because of her. She trying to get her bread or whatever situation. So you're catching a body that goes to the annoying men, you know, who have caught a body. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even know. You thought shit was sweet. Oh, we feeling each other, blah, blah, blah. Everything's going down. And you done caught a whole, you know, well, I was raped by both of them type situation.
So here's what happens in that situation. The first thing they gonna do when the police pull them both in there, they gonna say, did you know she was drugged? When that nigga say, hell no, I ain't know she was drugged, they gonna say, well, you gonna testify against her in court. They're your only two options. Go to jail and testify.
And I granted that, but at the still same sense, like, yeah, he testified. I've been raped. I don't give a fuck for my rapist to go against the judicial system and be put in jail. Okay, yeah. Ooh, you're put in jail. Oh my God.
It's a lot to come with that.
Yeah.
That shit carry heavy baggage, trust me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it still doesn't take away from what I've been through to be like, oh, okay, I'm okay. You know what I mean? You can be put in a fucking bar. It doesn't, I don't give a fuck about the start. The whole situation, how it happened and what went down is still going to bother me whether you're in bars or not. I don't give a fuck.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? You still fucked my whole entire being of life up.
We understand that. We understand.
So answer this
all
though.
of that, everything. But does it mean to not say anything so the individual could possibly do that to somebody else?
Right. And now that's the only thing that you have is, oh, I'm keeping him from doing this to somebody else. So like you go from the person of, oh my God, it happened to me, to now, oh, if I do this and I speak out and, you know, I try to put a position against him, now it's not going to happen to somebody else. But it still happened to you.
Right, but you got to understand the healing process, part of it is closing doors. That's a chapter that you currently have open right now, and because that door wasn't closed, you still think about it.
Yeah.
And
I'm
in the
always
back of
think about it.
Right, but if they were locked up and prosecuted for what they did, that'll be this part of the healing process is started. So how do I go beyond this? Because I know he's not going to do this to nobody else. Where do I move forward from there? And you can start moving forward. But in your mind, they're still out there living their best life, doing whatever it is they've been doing, and no prosecution or consequences has came to them. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a difference in knowing that, hey, this motherfucker's paying for what they did, and I can move forward with my life and be happy, versus this motherfucker got me several times, and they still out there partying like they ain't did shit.
Exactly. So you can be like, well, it happened to me. Even if you go to the authorities, file a police report, all that type of stuff, even if it don't become successful that one time, you still got to fight that case, because it's not a guarantee that that's the only individual that he or she done that to you. So It might be somebody else that might have the same story that you have. That's at the same time they afraid of coming forward because of the possibilities that might come back to you. That's a lot of baggage that you hold on to yourself, but you got to be able to like release that. And it's not even so much of a release. You're trying to get it off of your shoulder to like get it into the proper action where the action can be taken against the individual that violated your privacy, your self-morals, your integrity, all of that. You can't just, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
So to say like, I gotta like actually come forward and say this. Cause it's a lot to actually it's a lot to like, it's on your person. You got to deal with that all day, every day. But you can't just be in the fear of if I say something about this individual and it don't come to the results that I wanted to come to when I wanted to come to, you take it as a loss. You still got to. That's what the whole Me Too movement, all that shit is about. Because it's been a lot of people, a lot of females that's been sexually violated, harassed, raped, molested, all that type of stuff. And they held on to it for so many years to where they get to the point where they're comfortable about talking about it now.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole movement going behind it.
In America, let me say this.
There's no stats on, what's the stats? There's no statutory limit that I know about. As far as all these
state. Yeah, it depends on the state.
I don't know.
It depends on the state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me say this.
I don't know all the legal stuff.
Let me say this to America. You can't start the healing process if you haven't forgiven yourself. So in order to start the forgiving yourself process, you don't want to continue to look in the mirror and say, damn, when this comes up, I didn't do shit about it.
Yeah, it was
I
my
can't
fault.
forgive myself because I didn't do shit about it.
It was my fault. Shit.
So
It
it's
wasn't
always
your
going
fault.
to be a continuous burden until in your mind you feel like, I did something about this. Let me move on.
This episode thick than a motherfucker,
Man.
nigga.
I
Hold
agree
on
with
now.
that.
Piece.
I agree with that
Is
because I
that
didn't
pizza
tell
like
anybody.
that?
I didn't own up to
Shit.
it or anything
It
until I
got
finally
so
just
real.
confronted the person that did it to me.
I
And
got
was
so
like,
ready, I gotta put food in my
you
mouth.
hurt me. I'm not okay with that. I don't want you around me. I don't want you coming around my house. I don't want you coming to my mom and them house because it was a family member. And everybody was like, damn, I thought y'all was close. No, I
Fuck
just
you.
was ashamed.
Yeah.
Didn't, I felt like it was me because we was kids and it was continuous for so long.
Absolutely.
And then eventually I was just like, say, bitch, I'm grown now. I know what you was doing. I know what you did. You know what you're doing, and I know you probably still doing that. You gonna have to stay the fuck away. And may
That's
she rest in
just what
peace.
it
But
is.
they came back around several times, like afterwards. But karma, motherfucker, life got to them
Yeah, but
a lot before I did. But it
karma is a motherfucker,
wasn't
but-
until I said something to them that I even was able to talk about it or start feeling better about myself as a person. Feel like I was worth more than just objectification.
something like that. I mean, I understand this. Like in time, women will be like, I won't say they can deal with it more. It's easy for them to talk about it, but like it's still not too late for like if that's like an outstanding like how you feel.
It's never too
Like
late.
you
Never
gotta
too
like
late.
you gotta make that person's not gonna be accountable for their actions. So you gotta take it to the next level to make these motherfuckers accountable for their actions. No matter what kind of hurt it's gonna probably bring to that individual's family, if he got kids or this and that person's got to deal with it. Because these, like everybody, you got to be all kind of actions that you present is consequences to all your actions.
Yeah.
So you did this to me, whether it's 7 years ago, 13 years ago, 22 years ago. If I'm still holding on this as like a valid, like something that's like still standing, shit, why not take it to the next level?
So
that's just my opinion.
America, we definitely want to hear you guys weigh in. I do want to say here, real nigga shit, we take rape seriously.
Very.
You know what I mean? And we have to look after one another to ensure that the boy that cried wolf situation doesn't happen. And we hope that this young lady and the bag wig bitch, we hope that nothing actually did happen to you all, and if it did, that you did seek help.
Yeah.
Because we're here to help. But
hold on. I'm gonna cut you off for a second. I know I be preaching this shit a lot, but I need to reiterate this shit. We as black men have to like listen to them when they speak, though.
Most definitely.
I know I just kind of went hard on this post and shit, but at the same time, I've said this a million times on this show. We as black men need to look out for the women in our circle.
Fact.
Because if any of my sisters had came and told me any of the shit that y'all had just said,
it would have been on.
Then nigga,
it would have been on.
Hey,
you might even have us 3% on the panel.
We pulling out the Crown Vic, nigga.
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, black and everything.
And one of them situations, I'll be, especially if one of mine, I'll be cool with sitting behind bars knowing that I took care of this shit.
You know what?
Like I need to be taken
I
care
handled
of.
it. Judge,
like for real.
I shot that man.
I did. I'm guilty. Guilty of all that. Just to protect mine. Okay.
Shit.
Most definitely.
So we're going to move on to a different topic. It got real heavy around this motherfucker.
Hell yeah, man. Hold on.
So let's get into some lighter shit.
What's in this bottle, nigga?
We going to have a real nigga shit moment with one another. You know, we touched on the healing process. And we're going to do some self-healing here today. So, here's what we're going to do. Y'all ready for this?
What you got?
Game.
It's going to be quick. All right. I want each and every one of y'all on the panel to say 5 things, wonderful things, about one another on the panel.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
Okay. All right.
5.
I can do this.
Let me get mine out.
That's like easier said than done.
Mr. Jenkins.
Let me get mine out. Wait, you want 5 things for each person?
Each person.
God damn,
Five.
that's
Let's go.
That's a lot.
Repeat the same.
Wait, no, 5 things about each person. Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
hold on.
How about we give 1 for each person?
No, it's
Yeah,
5.
like one or two. 5.
It's
like
5.
5?
Mel, you want to start?
I'll start.
Because he not ready.
I'll start. Okay, so, Mr. Jenkins.
You start over here.
I literally, started this with you, and I had no idea who you were. Like, you know, the person that you were, your personality. I mean, granted, I watched, you know, the episodes and stuff and try to gauge you, but when I first met you in person, I was like, damn, like, no, not even that. Like, he's a real ass nigga. Like, I know you know, you're married, you have a whole wife at home, and it shows. Like, the way you approached me was a little sister type thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gave this whole vibe, like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Well, no matter what happens, like, I got your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I respected the shit out of you for that. Your vulgarness plus your personality just shows who you are. You know what I'm saying? Your vulgarness, you're vulgar. You know what I mean? You're just straight to that. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you straight to the point.
Put the shit out there. Fuck that nigga.
But it's so you, like, you can't be mad at that. You're just like, it's you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that comes into the whole, like, relationship, you know, the way you love people. You have shown love to every person I've seen, from me seeing you in person to me seeing you just watching the episodes. Just this ultimate, like, you know what I mean? This ultimate, like, I got you. I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, if you fall for a couple seconds, I catch you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I bring you back, and that's amazing. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't care. They want to be the star of the show. Like, you have I am the star of the show, but at the same time, I'm no one without the stars of the show.
Ain't nobody coming to see Otis.
You know what I'm saying? And then lastly, like, you just have this caring that, you know, is so deep that I can imagine a duck walking across the street. And you be like, nigga, let me let you cross. You got it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be mad as fuck, but you got his back, you know, and that's just the person you are. And I absolutely love it.
Let ducks cross.
Salute.
Yeah, you know.
Can I go next? I don't know if I got. I don't know if I got
one to Bree.
Oh my bad. Hold on. You doing
Five for each person?
That's what I'm saying. Like
that takes a long.
Whoa, there, buddy. Yeah. You can give 5 for your first person, 1 for the next. I just do it like that.
I just want to say something. I'm gonna go about maybe 1 or 2 for y'all.
Okay.
But I just met these ladies.
They cool.
So as far as like just from tonight episode from Ms. Mel Blasian. Well, that's what you told me.
I said 3 different names. You choose that one. No, I'm gonna let you make that one.
But okay. I am not gonna go with okay, bet. But as far as these ladies, I can say it's very commendable for y'all to come in and say both of y'all are like very transparent, honest to like situations that y'all actually went through. And I don't know many women that can actually come on this show, whether it's on YouTube, whatever you want to see it on, they can actually come in and say any type of personal experiences that you actually went through. So I can say your integrity, your fortitude and everything is like actually respectable, commendable to actually come out and voice that. Because people don't know y'all from a can of paint. Right. They just see like just a window from this episode, and it's very respectable for y'all to come out and actually speak on that tonight. Very positive females. I didn't see anything negative or hear anything negative about y'all, but I respect that. As far as these guys,
we know we full of shit.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's really full of shit. It's more like y'all bring the topics as far as like different conversations that are not normally discussed on camera or even like in the privacy of your own homes or in whatever cliques you might be in. Yeah. It's thought provoking. And that's why I enjoy the show a lot, because it's stuff that a little bit might take you out of your comfort zone for a little bit, for time being, but it makes you have the conversation to actually grow as young black men that we are. So I definitely respect y'all for that. And even inviting me on, just want to be a part of it. I respect you fellas for that, man. And on top of that, y'all are 2 young black entrepreneurs.
I'm young, he old.
Both of y'all. Shout out to the Oversight Committee.
We the same motherfucking age, nigga.
But outside of that, I mean, y'all some like respectable businessmen. Y'all about y'all shit. Y'all about family. Y'all about uplifting people of color, especially the black people, black men and women. So I love y'all for that, man. For real, no bullshit.
We love you too, bro.
And it's always a good time when I come to the Real Nigga Shit podcast.
Biz ain't that bad either, though.
No. Biz the man behind the scenes.
Toast to Biz.
There you go.
The man behind the scenes and make it all happen. Definitely appreciate you, Biz. We're gonna put a face behind the name in a minute.
Is he a real one?
We gonna force him.
One day he gonna get on camera.
But yeah,
right here on this panel.
I'm gonna force you.
But I love all y'all for.
I'm gonna force you like
you
you forced me into modeling.
Well, we don't like to use force after the topic we just had.
Yeah, we don't be forcing.
We're gonna say we're gonna persuade.
So that's what I got. That's my 5.
There you go.
Okay.
I ain't doing no 5. Fuck his rules.
That's what I'm saying. Like that'll be like 17 minutes for each person.
Yeah,
because you niggas long-winded.
Let me say first.
This was drinks flowing.
Just reiterating what he said. I admire the strength of both of y'all saying what you said on this episode, because it's a lot of motherfuckers who bottle that shit up and go years and years and years and never say the shit, and it festers and it makes shit worse. So it's okay to put that shit out there and address it, because what y'all may not realize is y'all said that shit, and that may help some young lady, whoever comes across this episode.
For real.
On another note, I just met you. You cool in the motherfucker. I really have no history with you. This nigga, you and your family is my peoples.
Appreciate it.
And that's just what it is. And I'm talking about your wife and kids, but I'm also talking about your brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your peoples is my peoples, man. That's what it is. I admire you and the strength as a black man to handle your motherfucking business.
Appreciate it.
You have become a little sister to me. I don't know what the fuck happened, but you've become a little sister to me. And I can't stand this motherfucker, so, you know, fuck this nigga. Yeah.
It is what it is. Oh, y'all waiting on mine.
Yeah, waiting on you. This your shit. And you better give us 5.
So, number one on my list.
You the most loquacious.
Clinton Correctional Facilities.
Loquacious?
Yeah, very talkative.
Me?
SAT word.
Nah. Maybe a little inquisitive, but it's okay. So listen, all right, let's go down the list. I'm gonna start with Melly Mel. Mel, you're strong, you're wise, you're smart, you're beautiful, and you have a lot of courage. You came up here, you spoke your truth. Still think you got a little bit more to speak, but we got a lot of show to do. So
Yeah.
we're welcome back for that.
Yep.
Mr. West, what can I say? You are the papoose of the show.
Am I really?
Yes.
Black love. Hell you mean?
Put black love out there, and the love that you have for your family and your wife inspires me. That one day when I find my wife, I will find of a good thing.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's inspiration.
Yeah.
The
To
conversations
Proverbs.
that we have.
The Proverbs. Okay.
It's very inspirational and it's very motivational.
Yeah.
So glad we made this decision to bring you here.
Man, please.
Because I'm telling you, it just fit. Day one, it fit. The chemistry hit. And that's just what it is. Bree. See, I didn't say Blasian. Like this nigga.
Hey, nigga.
Go ahead. Go continue.
I love your personality. You're bubbly. I love your smile. You're strong. I want to see you come back to the show again.
She coming back.
I don't know. She said she didn't say she was coming back.
I'm coming back.
But
There you go.
I want to see you come back. I want to have fun, and that's just what it is. And this nigga ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. This nigga always invade my shit. First it was Chocolate Fever. This nigga, Sensei. This nigga always in my shit.
Nigga, I'll make you look good. Let's put that out
Nah,
there.
nigga, ain't nobody doing that. I do that all on my own.
I do your makeup before the show.
Oh,
Pause. Hey,
but I ain't gonna forget about my nigga Biz.
Yeah.
Y'all don't get a chance to see Biz, man, but Biz took 3 niggas from Hollywood and said,
Wait, hold on.
He took me.
Hollywood?
Yeah, he took me.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
For work, yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not from here. I don't know what that is. Thought you said
Hollywood.
probably would. I was like,
No, Hollywood.
Hollywood.
If you really want to get technical with it, the white people refer to it as Polytechnical Heights.
Yeah.
He took niggas from Hollywood
Like me.
and said, we're going to put you niggas in front of a camera. And you niggas going to spit that real shit. And for that, we are forever grateful. That is our brother. Strong, independent, black ownership.
He makes it happen.
Yeah.
He makes everything happen behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. My nigga got 20 jobs, and he gonna make that shit flow.
And he ain't
And looking for
And
21.
he ain't
Hey, he not even from the
Jamaican.
Whatever you
Yeah.
looking for, come get it from my nigga Biz, because he gonna get you right. And that's
At Royal
just
Lane
what it is.
Studios.
At Visual Films.
There you go.
Royal Lane Studios is where it's at, and that's just what it is. And one thing we all learned from this show is that a gentleman never, a gangster. Wait a minute.
This will never die. At all.
This will never
Hold on,
die.
what's the date? What's the date? What's the date?
I was trying to fly under.
No, she didn't.
It was like, you know,
Yes, I
that
did.
close. It was
Nah,
that
you gotta
close.
go.
How you gonna
Good
do?
shit, Biz.
You
Good
gotta
shit.
go.
Good
Like
shit.
that. Oh,
Never
okay.
kisses and tells.
All right, so I.
How you know my line?
No,
She watched the show.
Now you
doubt
can do
that
this.
well, but
Good catch. Good catch.
you are a great personality. It's probably like the best quality I could tell you right now. Oh, and I fucking love your hair, and your smile is amazing.
You like that?
I
Hold
do.
on, my nigga.
The fuck?
King shit.
They like that
From a
shit.
nigga
It
who
is him, King. It is him.
From a
okay?
nigga who ain't got
Underscore.
hair.
Then you, man, this is my first time meeting you, but I done watched a couple of y'all episodes, and you always got like such a calm demeanor and just so reasonable and just so like. Yeah, you bring out the humility in me, like, quick. I'm like, I fucks with him. In real life, I could definitely, like, see you being, like, my uncle or something if he was a wiser, smarter kind of dude.
Damn, I'm old. I'm old to be an uncle?
Oh, mama.
You mama's brother.
I'm cool with being an uncle. I'm cool with that. I'm cool.
And then you over here, man, your fucking mind is like,
no, I'm crazy.
Amazing. You might be crazy because they say the crazy people are always real smart. And I don't mean like you're just like smart, like look smart or anything like that. I mean like you're just smart overall about like your opinion. You don't look at things as the way the world wants you to perceive it. You look at it how you perceive it. Yeah. You can flip a situation and see the other side without even having to turn it over.
That's powerful.
And I like that.
Cut him out, please.
This guy.
I'm appreciated. That's why I fucks with this show, you guys.
What about Mel?
Mel. Oh, that's baby, y'all. I mean, goddamn, y'all don't think so?
Damn it, man.
Just personality, mindset, body on fleek, just a hell of a woman, phenomenal woman. That's what she is.
So remember to find me on IG at king_it's_him. Forgot to give y'all that earlier.
Did you?
You already know what I did.
You gave 100 hashtags.
I gave it to him.
There you go.
AKA. Oh, you don't want to say Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Don't run down the list again.
AKA
39
King the Playboy. AKA I got more AKAs in the sorority. Mel, hit him with the line.
Gangsta never.
She fucked it off.
Now you fucked it up.
What?
A gentleman.
Gentlemen. Oh, it's y'all gentlemen's.
A gentleman never kisses and tells.
And a gangster never fucking snitch.
We at this bitch.
Yeah.
Peace.